I just saw Spiral. I did a video talking about my thoughts on all the Saw movies, and needless to say, I didn't think they were very good movies. Besides, like the first couple, but this one grabbed my attention for a couple reasons. Now, I was cautiously optimistic because we have Chris Rock in this movie, who I watched him in the HBO Max Witches movie. That was like, I've seen him in comedies and comedic roles before, but I was like sitting there going, I don't think you can give a dramatic performance. He was awful in that movie. Everyone was awful in that movie, but he was particularly noticeable. And he just, this is not trying to be mean to Chris Rock, but he has a funny voice. And because his voice is so funny, he's typically more comedic, and it's hard to take him seriously just because of his voice sometimes. Just a thing. And, but Chris Rock was saying how this was a passion project. He pitched it. He wanted to get this made. So this wasn't just like a studio said, hey, we want to make a new installment in a franchise. They said, no, someone who actually had a love for this thing pitched it. And I will say, this movie had more money put behind it than any other Saw movie in the franchise. Looked very good. And basically, it's just Saw movie where they're investigating this killer. Nobody knows what the deal is. I think this movie was pretty weak. it was, I think, one of the better Saw sequels, but it was number one. The mystery by less than halfway through the movie is very predictable. You know who it is. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's just like, no, thank you. I know who it is, and you kept pretending. And I really hate movies that pretend like, oh my gosh, this is such a big secret, but they make it very obvious for you that it's like, hey, this is who it is. And it was also just like, yeah. But Chris Rock was good in the movie. He gave a good performance. A lot of his jokes, comedic tendencies, worked, which was never in any of the other Saw movies, which I really, really like that. But he in this movie was just, but he was given the right performance when it was needed, and that was something I didn't expect from him. I think it worked out really well. I mean, there isn't much here. I think it's just a weak Saw movie. It doesn't have the smart writing. It's just kind of there, and it's like, it's there. It's fine. It's not a bad movie. It's not a good movie either. It's like a C plus. Like, hey, you tried. Doesn't mean I'll probably ever watch you again, and that's kind of what this movie was to me. So yeah.